Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 3 of Luminous Clan in ClanGen, the Warrior Cats clan-generated game. When we left off in the previous episode, our clan leader was surrounded by anti-loyalists. Even his one and only loyal member of the clan, Blisspool, decided that she was going to start being more loyal to her mentor Prince, who obviously does not idolize the leader Godzilla Star. But thankfully, Godzilla Star is in a really good position right now because his mate Shadowswirl is about to have a wonderful, hopefully big litter of kittens, which is going to solidify his place in the clan. Okay guys, I just cannot wait. Now we have talked about this, both Godzilla Star and Shadowswirl have a tabby pelt, so I'm very curious to see whether they're gonna get tabby kittens. And you know, Godzilla Star is a pale cat, Shadowswirl is a brown cat. We've had a lot of brown kittens, so I'm fascinated. Granted, the last litter was not a litter of brown kittens, but I think Dayprance counts as a brown cat. So I'm excited to see what we're going to get. And we haven't had, Dayprance has a masked pattern. We haven't had any tabby kittens. I think the last tabby we actually got was Shadowswirl, born in the clan. So I am excited to see if we're going to get some nice tabby kittens. So okay, let us go to the leader's den and roll for what Godzilla Star is going to do for his gathering. So okay, here we go. Let's see, we got an 8 for the 10-sided dice, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8 Shade Clan, and we got a 3 for the 8-sided dice, which means we are going to offend Shade Clan. I'm surprised we have still managed to remain allies with the other clans, but I don't think Godzilla Star has stacked up too many offenses on any one clan. He's kind of spreading them out, so we're kind of in the safe side for now. But okay guys, let us go ahead and skip a moon. I can't wait. Godzilla Star spends his gathering speech making small bobs at Shade Clan's leader. Not enough to warrant confrontation, just enough that Shade Clan's leader feels the prick. Shade Clan relations have worsened. Rowan Pelt has healed from his bite wound. Excellent. Hopefully he's going to be able to go on patrol with us now. Godzilla Star has been waiting eagerly to meet his offspring. At Shadowswirl's invitation, he crawls into the nursery, purring and joining Shadowswirl in licking their litter of 4 kits clean. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We got 4 whole kittens, and you guys know, and as long as we get 2 kittens or more, I'm happy. Obviously, the bigger the litter, the happier I'm going to be, because as we've kind of discovered through Season 2, the rate at which the youngsters can die sometimes can be very scary. So I am actually very, very happy that we have 4 kits, because at least then there's a chance that, 1 kit in the very least will survive. It also makes apprenticeships more fun. So okay, we have that. Chirp Clan, the Chirp Clan medicine cat comes asking if Luminous Clan has any raspberry to spare. However, Luminous Clan only has enough for themselves and they refuse to share. Youch. Okay, but can we take a look at the kittens? Kittens! I'm so excited. Okay, let's have a look. We have a Daisy kit. Have we had a Daisy in the past? Maybe not in this. No, we had Reed Daisy, but that was a Reed Daisy. We have Daisy kit, Gander kit, whose name I'm going to change in a second, Thunder kit, and Torn kit. Okay. Let's take a look. So Daisy Kit is a male. Fascinating. A self-conscious male with green eyes and a ticked pelt. Okay, but he seems to have his father's coloring, which is really cool. He's pale as well. Then we have this female, whose name I'm actually going to change. I think Blue Kit sounds nice. So we have Blue Kit, who is a bullying female with cyan eyes and a tabby pelt. Okay, so she has the tabby pelt like her parents, which is very, very cool to see. And then we have Thunder Kit, a charming male with green eyes and a single stripe pelt. He looks a lot to me like Gold Paw does. So that's kind of cool. And then we have Torn Kit, a self-conscious female with pale yellow eyes and a Sikoke pelt. Okay, so they all kind of turned out very, very different from each other. But I'm surprised no one actually got... What was... I need to check Shadow Swirl's eyes. I don't think any of the children got Shadow Swirl's eyes, and none of the children got heterochromia eyes, which is something that their father has. So let's check up on Godzilla. He has green and sunlit ice eyes. So he has the heterochromia eyes, and then he has a classic pelt. Shadow Swirl has bronze eyes and a classic pelt. So none of the kids, I mean, even the tabby, it's not the classic pelt, it's a tabby pelt. So that's kind of different from the parents a little bit. All of the kids turned out very different. But it seems as though two of the kids, this is kind of fascinating, two of the kids got, I think it was Thunder Kid and Daisy Kid got the green eyes. So green and green, yep. Were they the boys? I think, yeah, the boys got the green eyes. And then Blue Kit got cyan eyes from somewhere. And Torn Kit got pale yellow eyes from somewhere. So these two did not get, the two girls did not get the eye colors from their parents, fascinatingly enough. I wonder who in their family tree has those eye colors. I mean, if it's not their parents, it must be their grandparents. It must be someone related to, like, even Plum Raven, you know, her parents. I don't actually know. That's very fascinating. Could also be mutations that happened. But this is kind of cool because straight off the bat, like just looking at the kittens like this, you can see that Daisy Kit and Blue Kit, they kind of go after their father in terms of appearance, and then Thunder Kit and Torn Kit, they go after their mother in terms of appearance. So that's actually really, really cool. But I want to see what the descriptors are like. So let's come down here. So Daisy Kit is a pale ticked tom. Blue Kit is a silver tabby she-cat. Thunder Kit is a dorsal striped brown tom. Okay, and Torn Kit is a brown tabby she-cat. Fascinating. Yeah, so two pale cats. Well, a pale cat, a silver cat, and two brown cats. Huh. Okay. Well, that's very, very fascinating. And now I'm wondering how the heck I'm gonna... What kind of litter? I usually have like a... You know, like a general appearance of the litter. Like it's a litter of brown kittens or whatever else. Yellow-eyed kittens. Whatever is the majority trait they kind of share, I use that as the main description of the litter. Or I generalize the litter in that way. But this is kind of hard because... two cats have green eyes, and they're different to the two cats who have tabby, and they're different to the two cats who have the brown coats. So I honestly don't know how I'm going to describe this particular litter of kittens, but that's really, really nice that we got a cool mix of the parents. But guys, that also means that we are actually going to be... We're going to be preventing kits, any further ones, from these two. And since we are at 20 cats right now, and you guys kind of know that that's my ideal clan size, that means that unless we have any deaths happening in the clan, we are not going to be having any more litters or focusing on any more litters. We are just going to maintain the population that we have right now. And as soon as we have some deaths, then we're probably going to look into breeding again. And I think it's not going to be one death because we're bringing cats from outside the clan. We're going to need to have at least 2 deaths for me to bring in another cat and to allow another litter. Yeah, I think that's what's going to have to happen. Because if only one cat dies from the current population and I bring in a new cat, then we'll be back to 20 cats and I'm not going to want to breed them. And if I don't breed them, there's no point in bringing in a new cat. So I need to have at least 2 deaths and have my population down to 18. So then we can bring in a new cat and then they still have to have a litter to take me back to my ideal clan size. Huh. So that's kind of what we have, guys. That's what we have going on right now. Okay, let us jump back to events and see what's happening in terms of relationships. Okay, here we go. Plumraven watches Lupine Claw training for something and nods approvingly at her progress. Okay, so Plumraven is giving some advice to her granddaughter, Lupine Claw. Plumraven and Blisspaw were supposed to be working together today, but they can never agree long enough to accomplish anything. And then she's not getting along well with this other granddaughter of hers. When a clanmate passes by holding stinking herbs, both Buttercup Dusk and Stonespeck gag. Buttercup Dusk offers to groom a hard-to-reach place for Goldpaw, who thanks him earnestly. Stonespeck and Magpie Heart have multiple inside jokes with one another. Stonespeck notices how Sunpaw is being helpful around camp. Rowan Pelt sees a clanmate complimenting Bonesong and feels a pang of envy. Rowan Pelt doesn't think that Goldpaw's smile is genuine. Okay. Cloudfur wants to explore the whole territory with Plumraven. Cloudfur and Blisspaw swap secrets with each other. Shadowswell spends the day helping around the camp with Dayprance. Daisy Kit reminds Shadowswell to grab something from the fresh kill pile if he hasn't already. Lupine Claw can't believe how talented Buttercup Dusk is. Lupine Claw is talking about what to do tomorrow with Tornkit. Orchidshine sees Buttercup Dusk be kind to one of Orchidshine's friends. Tornkit says something vulnerable to Orchidshine. Now, Tornkit is the kitty cat, is the youngest one. Tornkit's the youngest female with the pale yellow eyes, I think. Yeah. And she's the one with the Sakoke pelt. Pepper makes a snide remark about one of Magpie Heart's friends. Magpie Heart claimed to give Thunderkit a piece of crow food on accident. Thunderkit is the second youngest with the green eyes. Thunderkit's a male, I think. Second youngest with the green eyes and the striped, like the single striped pelt. Bonesong sees a clanmate complimenting Godzilla Star and feels a pang of envy. Bonesong thinks Sunpaw is a very good listener. Pepper asks Buttercup Dusk to look at a little cut on his leg. Pepper and Blisspaw joke around about how bad the other clans smell. The moon casts a shadow on Shadowswell's face in a way that makes Dayprance uneasy. Okay, I mean, she just gave birth, and I wonder what it was about her visage that spooked Dayprance a little bit, given that Dayprance is the bloodthirsty one. But that's fascinating. Dayprance doesn't like the way Blue Kit interacts with a clanmate. Godzilla Star and Stonespeck worked well together on a patrol. Godzilla Star started a huge argument between Bonesong and Orchidshine. That's not good. Godzilla Star had a good dream about Daisy Kit. Blisspaw is happy to run into Blue Kit today. Sunpaw and Rowan Pelt chat idly about the latest meeting. Sunpaw, Magpie Heart, and Goldpaw took a sunbath and had a little small talk, and it seems like there's an unspoken apology between Goldpaw and Plumraven. Okay, so that's kind of all we have going for events right now. I'm going to cut the recording here, and then we're going to resume with the cat list. Let us resume with the cat list. I have made an important edit on the youngsters. I made sure to go into their history tab and add that they have a single prophetic bloodline from the second prophet. So all of these kittens, they do carry the single prophetic bloodline. We need to make sure that we keep track of all these things because it's important. And time for loyalties. So obviously, like we discussed, Godzilla Star is going to be very, very delighted at the arrival of his children because they are hands down going to be loyal to him, and they are. So now he has 4 little loyalists in the clan, which is kind of a big deal because that's almost a quarter of the clan. So I'm happy for Godzilla Star. His family is going to be his backup. We have seen over time with certain cats that they kind of lose their loyalty for a parent who is the clan leader, but we've also seen instances where their loyalty never wavers throughout their life. Like, I'm pretty sure Lyastar, who barely had any loyalists, the leader before Plumraven, he consistently, ever since his 3 kids were born, had them be loyal to him. So I don't know if this is going to be the same for Godzilla Star, but it's going to be intriguing. It's going to be very, very intriguing for us to see. So, okay, that aside, let us go through and see what the different cats are doing for the day. Godzilla Star is happy to prove StarClan's trust in his leadership. Look at that. And no doubt he is pointing to the fact that he has such a wonderful litter of kittens. He's using that as a way to say that surely this is because of StarClan's blessing, right? So there we go. And to be honest, since the clan is like an ideal size and there's not going to be any breeding happening for now, I think a lot of the younger cats who are not really too happy with Godzilla Star's leader are going to be relieved that this is the case, because I don't think they necessarily trust Godzilla Star to make a match for them, and typically that's how breeding happens. The leader is the one who decides who gets paired up and who a litter will be allowed from. And currently where the clan stands, it means that they are going to have to trust Godzilla Star to choose an outsider for one of our clan cats. And I don't think our clan cats trust Godzilla Star. So I think they're glad that at least with these 4 kittens that were born, they don't have to worry about any of that right now. They'll get a break from whatever it is that Godzilla Star is thinking for them. Okay, so there we go. Plum Raven is hoping for a break. Buttercup Dusk is tending some growing herbs. Oh, look at that. So he's finally decided to get out of the medicine cat den and, distracting the other cats, treating them, playing with them to finally grow some herbs. Pepper got startled by a squirrel. Stonespeck envies the deputy's position. This makes a lot of sense for Stonespeck because, she is ambitious. Right now her focus is meant to be Goldpaw, and it is. But when Plum Raven was leader, Stonespeck entered politics very briefly before Godzilla Star took over, and then she was kind of kicked out. And she hasn't forgotten her ambitions, and she still wants to kind of climb up the ranks. And I'm wondering whether or not she feels as though if things hadn't turned out the way they did, then maybe she would be the deputy right now. I think she feels a little bit, or she would be closer to the deputy's position, Maybe she feels as though Plum Raven isn't really doing much with that place, so she doesn't even deserve that place. So, a lot of stuff going on in Stonespeck's head. Cloudfur can't stand this cold. Shadowswirl is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back to her nest. Of course, she's still recovering from birth, and maybe she kind of crawled out just a little bit because of the fuss the kittens were making, but, they're still newborns. So, or maybe Godzilla Star. I think what it is probably Godzilla Star wanting to get Shadowswirl out and the kittens out so that, he can show everyone the grand work he's done by continuing the bloodlines, but she's just tired and the kittens are still young, so I think his excitement is kind of getting a bit much. Rowan Pelt is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Magpie Heart wants to go on a patrol. Lupine Claw tries to set a good example for younger cats. Bone Song thinks Plum Raven is doing a great job as deputy. Okay, so Bone Song feels like his grandmother's doing a great job being deputy, in that she's kind of handling that position with a lot of grace, considering the circumstances under which she got it, which is very different to the way that that Stonespeck feels about it. His aunt doesn't feel the same as Bonesong. Orchid Shine is conducting, for the second time in a row, a rather rigorous training session for the younger warriors, which hopefully Sunpaw is going to benefit from. Dayprance is regretting not going to sleep earlier. Sunpaw wonders if he could still fit in the nursery. Yeah, he is benefiting from the training that his mentor is giving him, but he also wants to crawl back inside and just not do it anymore. Blizzpaw is cleaning the clearing of snow, and Goldpaw saves the softest bedding for her own nest. So let's go ahead and check the rankings to see how the apprentices are doing. And there we go, guys. It seems as though Blizzpaw has kind of crawled up alongside Dayprance. And actually, I think Blizzpaw and Actually, Blisspaw and Goldpaw, the two sisters, they both have the same amount. They both have 21, guys. Which means they're both kind of fighting each other for the best of the batch. Currently, they're both tied. Sunpaw's at 19. So he's kind of fallen a little bit behind. And his sisters, who have been lagging for a little bit, they suddenly have felt this kind of surge of inspiration and maybe push from their mentors, from Dayprance and from Stoneспec, and now they're both tied, but they have kind of climbed up. So that is actually really, really cool. Very, very cool. Okay, this is not where I wanted to go. No. Cat list. Okay, we want to sort by rank again. And for the kittens, I did say, I'm not sure who my favorite is. Thunder Kit looks a lot like Goldpaw with the single stripe, but Goldpaw has more of a creamy golden sort of color, whereas Thunder Kit has a more pinkish brown sort of color. It'll become more evident probably when he becomes a kitten, but I think you can kind of tell between the two of them. Goldpaw is more golden, Thunder Kit isn't. But I honestly don't know who my favorite would be. I really do like the single stripe. I feel like the single stripe is actually really pretty. I lean towards that pattern or that pelt a lot more. But I also I'm fascinated by the Tabion Blue Kit, but I like the coloring on Torn Kit. He looks like a little brownie, you know? Oh, she looks like a little brownie. So I honestly don't know. I have no clue. We're gonna have to wait and see. But maybe Thunder Kit. And he's got those pretty green eyes. Honestly, I have no clue. But okay. We have wrapped up with the cat list, so let me cut the recording here and we'll continue with patrols. Okay, time for us to resume with our patrols. We currently have 157.8 prey and we need 41.5. Let us send out our medicine cat first of all so he can gather his herbs. Buttercup Dusk heads out, deciding that Luminous Clan needs more blackberry leaves in their stores. Proceed. While neither blackberry nor the similarly brambled raspberry lose their leaves completely, leaf bears hard on every plant. Buttercup Dusk has to balance both the plants and the clan's needs as he gathers what leaves he can with frozen paws. The patrol sees his stress and gathers around to support him. Blackberry and raspberry were gathered. Nice, so he actually managed to get some stuff done compared to the last patrol. And now it is time for us to send out our apprentices. Now, for the past 2 moons, their mentors have had a very particular training strategy. The girls have been sent by their mentors with other cats to experience new things, whereas Sunpaw, he has been sticking to Orchidshine's side. So I wonder if this is going to change. Let's have a look. And it hasn't changed. Oh, well, it has. It has. So it seems as though Stoneспec is going to be taking Goldpaw with her today, and so is Dayprance. So basically, Stoneспec and Dayprance are actually accompanying their apprentices for the first time, but the girls are sticking together, which is really cool. And then we have Plumraven and Cloudfur. Okay, good to know. So let's send these guys out and see what they get up to. While walking along the border, the patrol notices a Lynx Clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. Let us proceed. When the two patrols get closer to each other, the patrol leaders share a quick nod of acknowledgement. The patrols free focus on their tasks without stopping for a conversation, but a feeling of mutual respect has been fostered. Okay, relations with Lynx Clan have improved. And then we have Sunpaw and Orchidshine, who are also sticking together, as usual, going out with Lupine Claw, Magpie Heart, Rowan Pelt, and Godzilla Star. Oh no, the patrol stumbles across a large dog wandering through the middle of the clan's territory. However, we do have a patrol, like a full patrol of 6, so I don't think anything too bad should be happening. I think they'll get away with it. When the patrol comes upon the dog, it leaps for Sunpaw, who responds on sheer instinct, which is to say he barks right back in the dog's face. The dog falters in its attack just for a moment, but that fraction of a heartbeat allows the patrol to get the upper hand and drive off the dog. The patrol is amazed by Sunpaw's unconventional technique. Okay, so again, this was really, really helpful for Sunpaw. I mean, he got exposed to a large dog and they all came out of it unscathed. Thank goodness this was like a big patrol. But okay, nothing too crazy happened over there. Unfortunately, we didn't get any more food, but at least our youngsters are safe. And in terms of experience, okay, the sisters are still kind of up there. They've got 23 and Sunpo has 20. So he's got a bit of a gap. Like he needs to put a bit of work in to catch up to them. But thankfully, it's not too, like their rankings aren't too far apart that he's going to struggle too much. We'll have to see. Nobody has consistently at this point stayed at the top. So we'll need to keep going to see how this is going to end up. But okay guys, with that said and done, I am going to leave off here. When we come back next time, our kittens are going to be opening up their beautiful eyes and we'll get to see their pelts a little bit more and I don't know, maybe figure out which one I like best. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.